What is the core mandate of the Technical and Entrepreneurship Center at the University of Ilorin?
All right, thank you very much. The core mandate, as the name implies, is the Technical and Entrepreneurship. It was established to ensure that our students are also entrepreneurs. In other words, the intention is to reduce youth unemployment. And I recall also that we graduate students every year to the labor market to search for jobs that we know are not there. And so it is the intention of the University of Ilorin to ensure that its new graduates will not go out and start looking for jobs like others.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, sir. My name is Adam Omehani, and today I'll be your host for this interview. So, sir, can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, good afternoon. My name is Professor Osman Rahim, the Director, Technical and Entrepreneurship Center, and a Professor of Geography in the Department of Geography.
That's impressive. How did TEC originate and what problem was it designed to solve?
These two questions are similar. This one is similar to the last. It was considered the opinion of the federal government of Nigeria through the Nigerian Universities Commission that the Nigerian graduates should not be only job seekers, but also employers of labor, the job providers. And so what do we do to do that? Make them entrepreneurs. And what do we make them entrepreneurs? Create centers of entrepreneurship education in all universities. Therefore, in 2008, Technical and Entrepreneurship Center was created. Many other centers of entrepreneurship education was also created in other federal universities.
That's very Welcome back. So the next question is, what is the vision and mission driving TEC today?
Mission and mission has not changed.
Okay.
It's still the same thing as ensure that our students are entrepreneurs and we train them to do that. And we're also fixing the entrepreneurship mission and vision within the general framework of the university vision and mission.
Okay. So the next question is, how has TEC evolved? How has TEC evolved over the last few years? How has it performed?
On average, in the last
few years, let's say 5 years
since its establishment in 2008, we have trained over 204,000 students in more than 120 skills each session. Currently, we are training 12,000 students in the current session. And that has been the case for every session past few years.
That's a lot. Next question. What are the major accomplishments TEC is most proud of?
Yeah, we're proud that our students are gaining maximally and that we are reorientating the mind of our students from being mere job seekers to graduates who are able to also exploit their potentials in doing what they could on their own without looking for job. We are proud of that. A lot more. That is the concrete terms.
It's one to be proud about it. Welcome back. So now we're moving to the next part of the question, which says programs and training structure. Under this part, we have like 8 questions, and again, we're going to dive into statements. So now, what types of technical and entrepreneurship skills does TEC currently offer students?
This session 83 skills, and all of them drawn from within the local environment. TEC also responds to the dynamism within the environment in creating jobs that are contemporary and skills that are in high demand. We phase out some that we think are old and people are not engaging with, and we add some that are in vogue. For example, data science, content creation, soft skills, are the new ones, while there are other ones that are phased out.
Okay. Next question. How are the courses selected or reviewed to remain relevant to the labor market?
Like I said, it's in response to the dynamic environment in which we live. This year will be different from next year. Last year was different from this year because we observed that youths are engaging with some skills now. People spend a lot of money to learn data science, data analytics, graphic design. They are skills, and we are incorporating them into our skills now. Our students are engaging with them. So we have phased out some of them that are considered hard skills. Yeah, so some of them are out.
Okay. So now the next question says, do students choose their own skill or are they assigned based on their performance?
Students are free to choose. The whole skills are put on a portal where students go through and on their own select the one they want to choose. And we have a limited space for each trainer. Like for example, this year, each trainer is entitled to 160 students. And we regulate it in such that once that 160 students have picked that particular skill, it will no longer take leave. So that it will not exceed the limit. And so we expect that if you want to have the whole freedom to choose what you want, be the first to choose, so that you have that latitude to go on. But if you are a late comer that everybody has chosen, and you come back, you have not chosen, you go back. If you have only one left, that is what you will choose. So nobody forces you. It's your own free will to choose. But sometimes your liberty is restricted by the applications of the skills.
It's a free word. You're allowed to choose the course you like. So the next question says, what is the duration and structure of the training?
By the regulation, practical entrepreneurship is 1 full semester, usually 13 weeks. And that is to advertise the students. By the time we do that, after the training, that is the one that will earn you your credit to pass and graduate. But we have had instances when after the 1 semester, many of the students still come back to continue their training so that they have more knowledge. At that time, it's no longer credit earning, but certificate earning.
Okay, so as a student, you're allowed to, even when you're no longer taking the skill course, you're allowed to still come back
and continue your training so that you could get a certificate in that skill.
Okay. So the next question says, are the programs both more practical, theoretical, or mix of both?
Well, usually there's no practical without a theoretical background.
Yes, okay.
For each skill, your trainer provides a background, theoretical discourse.
So it's a mix of both.
But largely hands-on. It's supposed to be practical, demonstration, and all of that. So it's largely practical. But sometimes you do some.
Has the theoretical, but it's more of practical aspects. So now the question says, how does TEC assess students' performance or competence?
It depends largely on your participation. The scoring is largely participatory. You know, I said it is practical. And you cannot demonstrate what you did not take part. So we take attendance very seriously. That is first one. Attendance will give you score. And then your participation during skilling, during the practical aspect of your training. And the final one is that we believe that even when you are produced, whatever you produce must be marketed. Production is not complete until it has got into the heart of the consumer. So how you are able to even dispose what you have sold, what you have produced, is also part of your score.
So the assessment is based on how active you are with the skill.
Good. Thank you for that.
The next question says, what certification do students receive at the end of the program?
Like I said, the first 13 weeks is not certification. It's not certified. It is credit earning. It It is part of your credit, 2 credits. And you will agree with me, it's not enough for you to learn tailoring for 13
13
weeks.
weeks, yes.
I want to obtain a certificate, you go and
And
do
to come
rubbish
back.
for people in town. So if you want to be certificated, after you have spent the 10 weeks, you have earned your credit, you come back. You can now sign for 6 months more or so. At the end of that one, you obtain a certificate.
So for now, the 13 weeks is for credits earning, and then coming back later, you are coming for your certificate. Next question. Does TEC collaborate with external facilitators or industries?
Sure. Entrepreneurship is not a university-based knowledge. The university teaches theories and, of course, practicals in the production. But industries outside there are the ones that are engaged there, real life and all time. So we need to share experience. Yes. Let our students know what is there to be with. For example, we have the TEC summit every year, what we call the TEC ASB summit. It's going to hold this year again. I'm using this opportunity to announce to all of you. And what are we trying to do? Is to bring people from outside to come and see what potentials our students are made of, the content of our students. And so from there, we see opportunity to engage with the private sector and outside world. In the 1.0 TEC ASB Summit, there was a lady who just performed on the stage and caught the attention of a celebrity actress. And from there, she picked her and gave her a role. And she has joined the Nollywood industry since then. She featured in the Queen Latifah movie from here. So that is how much we collaborate with the external.
So yeah, as a student, you have to be in between the town and the ground. Yeah. So the last question on this episode is that what opportunities exist for students to apply these skills after training?
I don't get it.
It says, what opportunities exist for students to apply these skills after training?
Well, it also depends on the students. The push you give to yourself is important. When you have acquired all of these skills, it is for you to make up your mind that I'm not doing it only to earn credits. A large number of students will do it, score A and B and all of that, but go away thereafter. It's not shown on anywhere or your certificate that you have done tailoring or fashion designing or content creation or anything, but that you have passed GSC 301. But if you want to be that certified, come back. Let's now give me a certificate that can now appear on your CV that specifically, when you are even in school, you also learned content creation. That is the only aspect that can give you an edge. In your transcript, content creation will not be written there. It should not be written there. But what should be written in your certificate after maybe 3-6 months is that you have been certified as a content creator. That gives you an edge. Apart from your 2-1 of first class and all of that.
That one sells you out differently.
You get the point now.
I get it. So that will be all for this session. We'll be right back. We are back. Welcome. So we're moving to the next session, and then this one says challenges and limitations. And this one we have 5 to 6 questions. Just stay there and as we go on with us. So welcome back. I'm saying, what are the major challenges TEC faces in running its programs?
Well, there is no Nigerian or human activity generally without challenges.
Yes.
The major challenge is I would have preferred that my students learn in a more conducive environment than what we have currently. Maybe because the center is a service sector. Students just come, learn, and leave. So there is, there's before now no provision for lecture halls and all of that. But recently we are insisting that our students learn at the center. And so we're working hard to have such facilities as lecture halls, laboratories, and particularly and specifically for entrepreneurship. Where an institution where students can sit, develop their own idea privately, and share it with the
Okay. So moving on to the next question, we say, do you have enough equipment, tools, and facilities to meet students' demands?
For 12,000 people, tools may never be enough. But we're trying hard to do this. We partner with people from outside the university that are our trainers who use their own private and personal equipment, which we really appreciate. Then the university, the center through the university also acquire a number of tools on its own for students' use, and many of them are available. We get to our garment unit, we have a second to none in Kwara State in terms of equipment, in your photography unit, and computer repair unit, and a number of other ones. Our paint unit is fantastic, and we continue to acquire more. But definitely, it will be difficult to have a one-on-one with equipment for 5,000 students.
Not using 12,000 is a lot. So, what funding or infrastructure limitation exists?
Well, this is a center that is largely funded by the debt fund. So most of the equipment and the structures we have are debt fund funded.
Okay.
And maybe sometimes when they give a particular money, they insist that it will be used for certain things when you actually have need for some other things. But you
funds your
will give the piper dictates the tool. That is what I'm trying to say. It's the one that funds, and they will determine what you use it for. And if you insist, you won't get it. And so sometimes we have that kind of difficulties.
Okay. So the next question says, how does the center manage very large students? How are you guys able to cope with that amount of students?
Well, the first is that we have a very, very cooperative student. Our students are humble, well behaved, and so we have no problem managing such people. And I must give kudos to them.
Kudos to the students.
To the students because they are very, very well behaved.
Are there any policies that restrict tech from reaching its full potential?
Well, I'm not aware of any such policy. The university and the federal government is encouraging TEC to also assist students to be what they can be. And so, except there are systemic issues that generally affect everybody, there are no specific one targeted as TEC.
So the next question, what support do you wish the university or government could provide?
Particularly for the university, that the university should understand the unconventional nature of entrepreneurship education. I mean, if you are obtaining a BSc Geography, BSc Biology or Microbiology, there's a curriculum and you follow through. But making somebody an entrepreneur does not have a curriculum. So you do a lot of unconventional things, sometimes strange. For example, you can imagine the impact of asking people to come and contest based on what they have as potentials. It's part of training. Because we have to train you to know that out there, money is not there for pick-up. It's to be contested. For some of these things, since they are not in the curriculum, the university tend to frown at it and are stressing students. Whereas the entrepreneurship education itself is an unconventional educational system. So it has to be understood that way to have impact. For government, government should continue in this direction of encouraging student entrepreneurship.
Moving forward, we have collaboration, industry, partnership, and future plan. And the question says thus: what partnership does TEC currently have with industries or organizations?
A number of these collaborations, we invite some people, some industries or organizations to partner with us. Some invite us to. And we have a number of them trying to put in some of their own understanding and knowledge into what we also do here. Currently, we have partnership with University. It's a Swedish organization, and they're partnering with the Technical and Entrepreneurship Center to provide digital skills into some of what we do here. And effectively from next session, we expect that each of the skills we take, we have a digital component. For example, the social marketing component has to be there. If you produce Uki, for example, we need to teach you how you socially market it. The largest market nowadays is the online market. Yes. We need to include that. That is one of the partnerships that we have a number of again about that.
Okay. So the next question: are there plans to extend your collaboration for students' internship or job placements?
Already that exists. We have students on internship already, and we invite organizations more to come and partner with us. Like I said, we invite some people invite us. So once the opportunity is available, our students are always ready to have engagements.
Next question: how does TEC stay updated with global skills trend and technology changes? How does it
we live in the same world, and we see what happens, what goes on around us. And TEC is not asleep to this reality. Today, technology is the in thing, AI and robotics and all of that. It's happening to all of us.
Yes.
And so we cannot pretend not to know. So as they happen, we also okay. You could see that reflected in the nature and dynamism of our skills, particularly this session, if you look at it.
Okay. So the next question to say: are you planning to introduce new programs or technologies in the future?
Sure. We'll see in the next few years, we'll see an AI-driven tech. And our skill acquisition will be largely AI. We are open to partnership in that area, and it's good because there's no way you can pretend that AI is not happening to us. So we are open to that, and we look forward to embracing more of these technologies, infusing them into our skills as we go.
Okay, the next question: how can alumni partner with or support TEC?
Thank you very much. We have been doing this, and we will encourage more of it. Many of the partners are alumni, and we are inviting many of them. There is a group of alumni in the United States which have formed what we call the internship hub. They have gathered their friends to create a platform where our students could register and pick internships that they think they are qualified for, and many of our students are getting it. And so this one will continue. We invite more alumni groups to do this and more.
Okay. The next question. Where do you see tech in the next 5 years?
Well, I see tech in the next 5 years as a center that is able to, on its own, generate resources, apart from training students, generate fund to support the IGR of the university. Here, like somebody observed, is a factory that is yet to be funded. We have a number of activities here that can generate such fund. And as more of it will generate, more of our students that are able to be employed. This center can conveniently take 100 students on work study, for example. If all youths are working to maximum capacity, and this can happen in a moment.
Okay.
By the full support of the university.
Okay. So that is the end in that session. We are moving to the last part of the question now. And in this part, we have to do with advice and general comments. So we say, what advice do you have for Nigerian youth struggling to get job or start businesses?
Tell that skill acquisition is no longer for illiterates.
I hope you are listening.
It's no longer for illiterates.
Okay.
Graduates, before you graduate from the school, you get a skill. And trust me, you will do it better than them. So be a dresser, be a fashion designer, a content creator, anything. You will do it much better. And you make good money. And you will know that a number of our youths are engaging with this. I'm almost addicted to TikTok, and I see a lot happening there. Our youths have shattered the boundaries. And you should not cross your legs and watch them go. Be part of it. Yeah.
So the next question says, what should students do to get the most out of tech experience?
Don't just leave what you don't just leave what you do. And it is not only just 301 that should connect us. Relate more with tech. That's a lot to gain. Come back after 301. Take certificates. Your 301 will only appear on your transcript as JC 301 and you have passed it. But what can give you the advantage you are looking for is when you have additional certificates. So when you come back and get a certificate in whatever area you choose, that is what stands for. And so just do that.
Okay, the next question. How can Nigerian university better integrate entrepreneurship education? Let me take the question again. How can Nigerian universities better integrate entrepreneurship education?
Well, as a policy of the federal government, all universities must engage in it. That's number one. Number two is that because there are human beings and there are different ways by which we engage. But the University of Ilorin is better by we have a model of entrepreneurship education that people and universities come to copy, and I'm not bragging. I don't want to mention universities. Universities have reached out to us to mentor them on how we do our own, even though we are also striving to do it even better. So if you are looking for the way to engage and to do entrepreneurship education, come on there.
From Better by Fine University. And that brings us to the last question. What is your final message?
My final message
to students.
Do all your best. This is not a joke. The university is not joking with this training.
Yes.
And so, do not say I did not tell you.
You did know.
This course is a course that can be passed or failed. So don't take it as a joke that Is it not to come and attend? Don't do that. Do it as conscientiously as you can do it. And you also discover that you develop some interests. So after you have passed, don't also close your door. Come back. Get certified. It's better for you. Once you are certified, that is what you can add to your CV separately. Some people's CV is not more than one page. One Ganga page like this. Because there was nothing there. Primary, secondary, university, finish. And additional qualifications are those things that you have done at a time that is most inconvenient for you. And they give you edge. Do you know that many people have lower? Many people have first class.
Yes, I know that.
I give you an example. If you go for an interview with a first class in whatever degree, and you meet another one that goes there with 2-2, but can also do data analytics, you're to head to first class. They don't believe in that.
Yes, the labor markets want someone with...
It is what you can do, not what you know. What can you do to turn us around? That is the kind of advice I want to give. So let everybody get additional skill so that they can have that edge.
Then your final message to parents.
Parents, encourage your children and your wards to have skills. Skills, continue to populate the CV of your children in such a way that it is not only the BSc or MSc or BA that the graduates that will be on their CV. Let them learn tailoring. Let them learn hairdressing. This is the in thing now. As you can see, the government is not able to cater for all of us again. So if you wait for government, you could wait tired.
And then the final message to policymakers about TEC.
Policymakers?
About TEC.
Well, this is, it's encouraging to see the efforts they are making. I cannot deceive the government is making good efforts, and they should sustain it. In the meantime, when I heard in the last few months that primary schools will now do plumbing and something in the primary school. I think we should be consistent about our policies, especially on education. Each wrong step we take takes us backward for more than 20 years. And that's not good for us. I imagine children in the primary school, what can they do about plumbing? What can they do about carpentry? They are the primary school. If we are going to do that, it should have been at the senior secondary level, where they know left from right and can take a decision on the one they think they want to do. But at primary school level, it looks like a lot of miscarriage.
And that brings us to the end of the interview. I hope you all really enjoy it. And then thank you, sir, for honoring our invites. It was nice having a discussion with Professor Rahim. Thank you for accepting our invites. And that's the end. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Let's go.
Welcome back again.
Oh no, you said there's nothing like welcome back.
Guy, be cautious of your microphone, I beg.
Sorry about that.
Your smile is essential. Shall we?
Yes.
Shout garage.
Ah,